Welcome everyone to my attempt to get the final sword in the game. I'm in Hotel Nyalav or whatever, it's villain. And now that I've beaten the game, I can talk to this soldier who offers a game of block defense. Who am I to say no? This is a post-game block defense. And it's spooky! It's Dark King's Garden. The longest one of these in the game, or at least I should say the base game. Let's go. My goal here is going to be to simply level up my swordsmanship. Or my power, I don't know. My swordsmanship is probably going to be the same throughout the whole game. If I could reach level 3 before they reach me, that would be nice. Maybe not, but I'm close enough. I could still one-shot them. Okay, that was nice, but now it's time for me to power up. Level 3, very nice. I don't know why my other tower is not even trying. That's a wave. That's a level. Okay, so my towers can wake up after all. I was getting a little nervous. Alright. Let the arrows begin. I can't do a thing about these bees on my own. Level 5 is nice. Black Knight's legitimately scary. Okay. Definitely gotta get that bonus up. Back to powering up, hopefully. These guys can actually take a beating, so we'll see how long it takes to bring them down. That's nice. These are some high-quality towers. Clay golems are usually pretty hardy. I mean, I guess for early game these are, but 2 level 2 arrow towers and 1 level 3, that's pretty good. I need my money, but I also need my sword power. good. Okay, wave 5, done. Wave 6, these guys will come in more quickly, so we'll see if I need to adjust my position. Nope. This is pretty nice. Just let me power up. Very nice. More sword power, please. Okay, that... I'm actually gonna need to chip in. So much for leveling. I'm trying to sneak in whatever minor leveling I can get. Oh well. Wave 9 is going to be genuinely scary because those crystal slimes move incredibly quickly. This is working better than I thought it would. Okay, I'm definitely gonna need to step in for this one. The slash is insanely useful. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna have no choice but to swing like mad for the next bit. Alright. Let's do this. No, the other one. That ought to do it. 1 level 2 tower, 2 level 4 towers. And now I make money. And hopefully my sword's power increases enough. Okay, these enemies are always scary. I'm absolutely gonna need to step in for this one. Oops, lost a little money with that bonus there. Rabbits are not usually a problem, but now we're getting to higher levels and they're kind of fast. That's fine. Beautiful. More bonus up, it's what you need. Good ghosts, let's take them out. Piece of cake. Let's see if we can take these things down efficiently. I'll need to back up a little bit, but I think we have this. Level 8. Just a little bit more and I could actually start helping. And now I have to wait. I'm a little nervous about the inefficiency here. I cannot step in for this. But hey, if they pick up the slack on the second wave, I guess it's fine. They're gonna come around the bend anyway, right? We got him. We got him. Let's hope for the best. Oh, this should be free. Because these guys are spaced apart enough that I don't have to worry about them overwhelming. It makes it slower, but I need the power up, and they need to not overwhelm me. Oh, a Black Knight. Again, the ability to slash is pretty busted in this mode. Just like that, right? I guess I'll give myself another bonus. Whoops. If I could find the guy. Yeah, alright. Now we have the little moblins. Let's see if they'll be overwhelmed by my towers before they get to me. No. I'm gonna have to stand to the side. It looks like we pretty much have this under control, though. Maybe I'll need to stab once. Beautiful. And there's my level. I may need to step in here. Yeah, I don't like that. Oh, I deserve that one, that's fine. Playing that last one extra safe. I would like to be level 10, please. I'm a little uncomfortable about this. I need to hit level 10 though, this is driving me crazy. They're just managing to pick up the slack. Okay, this one's gonna be scary. It's those crystal slimes. You can't mess around. I have little choice but to help. As you can see, with help it's not so bad, but without it that would have been terrible. Also, this guy has health. That's very scary. That's not nearly enough damage. This is making me nervous. Don't like that. That was incredibly close. I'm gonna buy the slow tower. And I'm also gonna build, not the slow towers just yet though. I'm gonna need some serious firepower for this one. Really serious firepower. I didn't have a great lineup here, but too bad. No time for looking pretty. Okay, this ought to do the trick. Remember, I cannot help. These guys are flyers. I'm a little nervous, but I'm gonna have to live with these consequences. Okay, we made it. $610, nice. Alright, let's try that on for size. Because now we got the fast, scary enemies. They're moving. I actually have to help. I don't like that. Should I have put down more towers? We got him, but damn. Anyway, 729 bucks, I like that. Alright, hopefully I just have effectively infinite money now because of all the bonus I'm getting. And again, I gotta level up my sword. Level 9 is good, but it's not good enough. Even level 10 starts kind of aging poorly by the time this mode gets to its end. Okay, that was nice, and there's my 800 bucks, but now things start to get genuinely frightening, so let's do slow. I don't know how much it's going to matter for the ghosts, but spoilers, there might be a Black Knight involved. I'm gonna need to collect some cash. There we go. You can never be too careful with the Black Knights. I have 3,000 bucks. It'll be fine. Look at that, even the ghosts are taking a little while to go down. I'm a little nervous. I want an absolute gauntlet. And it looks like our friend is here already. My sword is nice, of course, but look, this guy can take a beating. Alright, jeez. Hey, I know, let's make more money. Never hurts, right? Bad news, the enemies don't stop coming. Good news, neither do my towers. Lots of slow, lots of arrows. Now, of course, the trees aren't making it that far, but when something eventually does, I want to be ready with my pathways. And I also want to be ready with my sword. That's another thing. I can't spend all day planting towers. I have to level up. I'm actually almost there. That's very nice. These slow towers are so useful. Okay, wave 25, we're out. You know what I'll also do? Am I allowed to? Yeah. Let's do anti-air. Oops. I gotta not talk to that merchant. Let's do another anti-air. extra careful. The catch with the anti-air stuff is that they will not hurt things on the ground, as far as I can remember. That's why you wouldn't just constantly build them. Alright, level 10. I could stop standing around for the purpose of leveling, and now I could stand around for the purpose of making money. Very nice. Let's just really lay on the pain. Because as you can see, these guys can take a beating, but this time I can dish out one as well. I can use my sword. I'm allowed. These guys will take a little long to get in, but we'll be ready for them, just as long as I don't allow myself to get hit like that. It does feel good to be able to actually help with my level 10 sword. And I have 5,000 gold. Things are looking pretty okay, just so long as arrows and slow are good enough for my opponents. My couple of anti-air towers, as you can see, are completely useless for the next few waves because I have ground-based enemies. Can I be done with these golems? I thought there were 20 monsters per wave. It hasn't been that yet? I wonder if I'm just not counting right, or if it's more because this is the post-game block defense. Either way, I'm making money from these guys. $5 a piece. And now the moblins arrive. Oh boy. These guys also take too much punishment. This is ridiculous. These guys could overwhelm me really quickly. This is why I really lined up my pathways with monstrous defenses. And I'm still assisting, and I need to assist. I actually require my sword here. Well, maybe, but it certainly helps. Also, I'm having a little difficulty getting into position because of these skeletons. I can't walk through them, alas. Too many of these bad guys. Oh, look who's here. My best friend. And as you can see, I'm barely damaging him, even with my swing cheat technique. This guy is built like an absolute wall. But fortunately, enough slow towers keep him down. I am not going to spend that crystal. Now we have spooky skeletons. Hopefully I won't need to make 100 more towers elsewhere on the path. As you can see though, these guys have real potential to mess me up. If I lose that coin, I lose that coin. It's $5, I have 9,000 money. I wonder if Quad 9 is max? Hopefully it's not. I mean, if it is, I'll just start making more towers immediately. Yeah, it's max. I would be foolish not to build more towers. Don't forget the bottom of the screen. There's a chance I might need some anti-air assistance in the next round. I mean, the towers are anti-air, but anti-air is very specifically anti-air. The next wave, once again, might be scary because those things are going to come in so quickly that slow won't slow all of them down. I'll really need my level 10 sword for this one. As you can see, my defenses on the right side of the screen are a little sparse, so we'll have to make this work. Once again, quad 9. Also, welcome to the 75% mark. And this is a fast wave, so it'll be all the quicker to get to the last thing we need. That was wave 31, bye. Wave 32, I have no choice but to sit and let the towers do the work for me. Hopefully I don't need to build too much anti-air. We have slow and 1,000 arrows. Ugh, that does get me a little nervous. Here, have another anti-air. They shouldn't make it past this, but I mean, you could see them building up. I get a little nervous. I think we'll be alright. Oh look, our friend has arrived. This is why I have more than one slow tower, so even if one of them does wear off, he just crawls. And now that I have 2 crystals, I'm gonna buy the missile tower. How do you like that? Those guys are really coming in quickly. This is making me a little uncomfortable. But I do have a bunch of slow towers set up, and I have my trusty sword. These guys are really moving. It's making me nervous. I can't even pay much attention to what my missile towers are doing. I just see the occasional explosion, and the wave's over. Oh my god. Well then. Can't argue with the results, can ya? Now we have the adorable little bunny rabbits. These missiles really cost, though. Level cost is 200 for every level. It really does add up. You gotta be ready with these. And it looks like if you are, then this mission is almost free. I mean, you have to make it this far, but when you do... If anybody wants to make it to the east side of the screen, you are welcome to try. Oh my god, look at this. This is what you want to see. Do the missiles hit ghosts? Wow, they do. Okay. Well, nothing to do but collect cash, and I suppose build more towers. You can never have enough towers in the final block defense of the game. Now this is more like it. I was getting a little nervous that I'd be overwhelmed before, but now they can barely make it to the play area before getting wiped out. Free money. Okay, finally done with Wave 35. Wave 36, a bunch of trees. No chances. I don't want to choke at the last second, you know? Sure, the trees aren't a threat, but they aren't the last wave, are they? This... Oh my god. Wow. I never thought I'd see the day where the Black Knights were just not a threat. That's crazy. There's the power of the missile towers for you. Bees. Unless level 40 is the is an airborne enemy, then this is going to be the last air type. Wow. I didn't even need to pick up their change. Oh my god, do you see wave 40? Now that is scary. A wave of Black Knights? This is why I didn't want to slack too much. Missiles don't make things free, they make them easy. I might have said that an earlier wave was free, and I do not take that back, but we are entering frightening territory now. More missile towers, please. Yeah, I'll come back here after all. The good news, though, is that level 40 is it. It all comes down to this. Okay, here we go. Man, even the clay golems are just getting obliterated. It's nuts. Yep. I wasn't paying any attention to how many of these things walk in because I was frantically building towers, but at this point, I just let the game play itself. Amazing that each of these coins is only worth $5, but I have a 35% bonus when I clear a round, so that's going to be a lot of money. I would appreciate it though if wave 38 would end. The golem waves are always the most painful ones to sit through. I know I said it was good for the purpose of leveling up my sword, but I have leveled it up. Now I just want them to finish it up. And here it comes, the last regular wave in the game, because wave 40 is just a boss wave. There we go, these guys come in a little more quickly. Once again, let the game play itself. These guys can barely enter the playing area, and they're the second last wave. Wave 40, though, that's going to be frightening. Even though I can melt a Black Knight, multiple Black Knights, we'll see. The part below the missile towers does not have missile towers. Fortunately, the eastern part of the screen has lots of missile towers. And a smattering of slow towers. Okay, moment of truth. I will admit, though, if I need to swing my sword during this wave, that's panic-inducing. Here we come. I could just keep getting crystals as they come in. They're spaced enough that they don't even make it to the next part. This is incredible. I can actually buy out the Crystal Merchant if I so choose. In fact, Fire Tower. Quake Tower. I don't want to buy any life ups because I know that if you lose a life and you repurchase to full, it will not count as flawless. I just don't want to risk buying a life up if I don't need it. But this is good. I think this is actually free. I think I've won the mode. I don't remember how many of these guys there are. I could check, I suppose. 10. I have 4 crystals and I spent 2, so I guess this guy's number 7. We're almost there. I assume you were number 8? Man, look at the obstacle course I set up in the eastern part of the screen, and we just didn't need it. But you know what? Better to have and not need than need and not have. This should be it. Congratulations. You halted the enemies. Game cleared. For clearing the game, you get an award. I did say during my stream you get a life shard for this. No, you get money. For clearing all of them. Well, for perfect clear, you get a small block as usual. And for clearing all of them, you get a life shard. Yay! But wait. For perfect clearing all of them. For mastering this game, you've won a rare prize. The Wyrm Sword. Congratulations, you have finished all the minigames. All swords obtained. Oh my god, that is an incredibly difficult trophy to get. As a result, a wise man has a special message prepared just for you. I did not know about this, but I did do all block defense, dash circuit, block out. One who challenges all minigames and wins should find a new hobby. Call me out in front of everybody, man. Thanks, Sahasrara. So what is this Wyrm sword? Is it any good or what? Oh yeah, there's always going to be an empty space here because my ancient sword turned into the... I forgot, the holy sword, I think. It was hero or holy, but there's just going to be an awkward blank. But I do now have, if I could find the thing, the Wyrm sword. A sword made from a dragon's fang. No particularly special abilities. It always has pierce. That's pretty good, and it has pretty good strength for starters. That sounds awesome. Maybe that's a reference to a Dragon Quest game or something, I don't know. But this seems more like a victory lap kind of thing, because you can get the Giga Sword, the Moon Sword. To be fair, the Moon Sword is insanely hard to get, but you could buy the Excalibur at King Block's place, and it starts off with better strength. It doesn't always have pierce. The Wyrm Sword does always have pierce, that's nice. But still, it's pretty cool. And now I've gotten every sword, so that feels really, really nice.